Saturday, the greater Bangor Brewer community will come together with a shared purpose to support those who have battled or are currently battling cancer. They will be taking part in this year's Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center's Champion the Cure Challenge, which kicks off with a walk, cycle, or run event. All funds raised will benefit the Lafayette Family Cancer Institute in Brewer. Alyssa Thurlow sat down with a woman who is coming up on 20 years as a cancer survivor to hear what the event means to her.
It's really nice having Lafayette right in our backyard.
For 15 years, the Lafayette Family Cancer Institute in Brewer has been a safe space for patients facing a cancer diagnosis.
It's nice to see other people getting the same support that I've gotten over the years.
Michelle Campbell was just 29 years old when she received her breast cancer diagnosis. Her daughter was just shy of a year old. Her family was living in New Hampshire at the time, but moved to Maine to be closer to extended family. Since her diagnosis, she has developed a support network of family, friends, and doctors, all thanks to the Lafayette Family Cancer Institute.
When I first started, my medication wasn't available here, so I was traveling to Boston every 4 weeks for my treatments. And then it became available, and they partnered with my doctors in Boston here in Brewer.
Now, as she approaches 20 years as a cancer survivor, she only travels to Boston every 6 months.
It's a big deal.
For the last 14 years, Michelle and her family have been giving back through the annual Champion the Cure Challenge. Last year, more than $450,000 was raised, and in total, the event has raised more than $7 million in its history to support patients' care and research. All the funds raised stay right in our community.
Coming across the finish line, whether you're a survivor or somebody supporting a survivor, you feel supported and loved and welcome and like you're doing something important.
You can join Michelle's team, Team Badlands, and many others as the Lafayette Family Cancer Institute celebrates its 15 years of cancer care in Brewer on Saturday.
It's full of support, full of love, and it just feels good.
Alyssa Thurlow, WABI TV5 News, Brewer.
You can register on site Saturday morning. Registration and check-ins begin at 6 a.m. at the Lafayette Family Cancer Institute on Whiting Hill Road in Brewer. The walk and run begins at 9. More information can be found at ctcchallenge.org. And be advised, Dirigo Drive in Brewer will be closed to traffic Saturday morning from 6:45 to noon for the event. Drivers are asked to seek alternate routes.